Fantastic. Boris Johnson has said that the UK has ordered 100 million doses of that Oxford vaccine. Well, joining us now is Jack Sommers. Now, Jack is one of the volunteers who took part in the vaccine trials. And we spoke to you before, Jack. Well, this is great news, isn't it?
Yeah, it is great news. And what's great is it's the latest part of great news. This is the third vaccine in as many weeks to announce that not only is it safe, it's way more effective than anyone would have dared hope, way back at the start of this. So it's great news. I mean, I'm on the Oxford trial, as you said. There's been the Pfizer one, the Moderna one. I've been sort of like following the Oxford team, kind of like quietly rooting them on like a lower league football team almost. So I'm finally relieved that my side has finally won and kind of not won, but like finally got an effective a vaccine. So I'm like, yes, great, amazing. So it's great news after a pretty horrible year. Frankly.
Absolutely. Jack, I really do take my hat off to you. I mean, why did you decide to volunteer? If it wasn't for people like yourself doing this, we wouldn't be where we are today. We wouldn't be sort of within reach of getting this vaccine.
Yeah, it's funny because Boris actually thanked the volunteers yesterday on Twitter, and he said, thank you to the brilliant scientists and thank you to the volunteers. And I thought, I'm on a par with the brilliant scientists. I've not really done anything. I've just kind of gone into hospital over and over again. So, yeah, I mean, I think the thing I've said is, you know what? I didn't do much. I wasn't that heroic. But if me and 24,000 people hadn't been a little bit heroic, then we'd be nowhere. So, yeah, I guess it's a little something. I mean, I'm quite proud, but in the scheme of things, it's actually not that much. It's just a little thing. But on a big scale, it added up to a big thing.
I think it's a big thing. I think it's an amazing thing. Have you had any side effects at all from this?
No, I think I had a slight pain in the shoulder and, I had like a bit of a flu feeling, but that was kind of it really. So no, I've had almost nothing. That doesn't tell me whether I've had the vaccine or placebo because the placebo was meant to give side effects too. So I don't really know. I've just had it is basically like having a holiday jab. It's like having a holiday jab over and over again because you keep going back into hospital for follow-up tests, and I had a booster shot in September. So yeah, no side effects at all. No kind of like X-Men style transformations or anything like that. Just, again, it does feel like I've just been having my holiday jabs over and over again without having any holidays to go on.
Jack, Dr. Hillary here. No, I think what you've done is absolutely fantastic. Without people like you, we couldn't have these trials. We couldn't get to where we are now. So thank you and all your colleagues. What's really interesting is that there's a big difference. I often compare this to penicillin and the production of penicillin, 75 years ago. But then the people who had it first were going to die if they didn't have it, if they weren't given it. They would have died until they got the dosage right. But you were fit and healthy. You weren't anywhere, you weren't ill at all. You were having something put into you. And so many people are superstitious about vaccines. But you said, no, look, I want to help in part of this trial. You've done it. We've got this is going to make such a big difference to millions of people. So thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you said they're superstitious, also ill-informed. I think some people, there's so much nonsense on the internet. And Jack, you've been able to do this, because sadly, you're one of the people that lost their job. How is that going, hunting for a job just now? Are you not able to do it?
Yeah, it's going okay. Like I haven't had steady work, but I've had on and off work, and I've got a few sort of irons in the fire, so I'm pretty happy. It's weird because without steady work, I've had a particularly listless 2020. So that's another reason. I did this, because it gave me that sense of kind of purpose and structure. Like, the concept of Thursday is a bit alien to me, but the concept of like a month since I had the booster shot is much more understandable. So it kind of gave me a bit of structure, a bit of like, I've been responding to people's messages because I had thousands of people message me over the course of the 6 months, asking about the trial, asking for an update. So it's kind of, in a weird way, it's framed my year. It's like, this is the 2020 I had. This is the main thing I did, and I'll probably remember it the rest of my life, and no doubt talk about it the rest of my life as well.
I think you should, and why not? Absolutely. For goodness sake, you've got bragging rights, that's for sure. Jack, I know you're an excellent writer, and you're also a very articulate man, and anybody would be lucky to have you on their paper or indeed their show. Thank you for doing this. Honestly, I think it's absolutely brilliant. So you're just amazing. You are a hero. I wish I could give you a medal. Thank you very much.
MBE at least, maybe.
Thank you, love. Thank you so much. What a great